Did you know that more than 80% of people who use baking soda have no idea about its most powerful, hidden abilities? That's right. This humble, white powder, quietly sitting on kitchen shelves around the world, is far more than just a baking ingredient or fridge deodorizer. It costs just a few cents per use. Yet its potential is absolutely mind-blowing. Experts have even gone so far as to call baking soda the most overlooked natural remedy on Earth. Sounds wild, right? But think about it. How many times have you grabbed a box of baking soda to bake cookies, freshen up your shoes, or clean a dirty surface without ever wondering what else it could do? What if I told you that this common kitchen staple has a rich, surprising history of powerful uses, some of which could completely transform how you view your health? So why is almost no one talking about it? Why is the real power of baking soda kept so quiet? Well, in this video, we're pulling back the curtain. You're about to discover the incredible health benefits of baking soda that most people have never even heard of. But that's not all. I'll also share important safety tips, including who should be extra cautious before trying any of these remedies. If you care about your health, or just love learning surprising life hacks you can actually use, you'll want to stick around. Trust me, you won't look at baking soda the same way again after this. Before we dive into the amazing stuff, if you're new here, welcome to the family. We're growing fast and learning together, so make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a video that could change your life. And hey, drop your country in the comments. We'd love to know where in the world you're tuning in from. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with one of baking soda's most talked about yet misunderstood powers: detoxification. Yes, baking soda does a lot more than just clean your oven. It might also help your body feel cleaner too. When mixed into water, baking soda becomes alkaline. That means it helps neutralize acids, inside and out. Many people swear by baking soda baths to calm irritated skin, reduce itching, and soothe minor rashes. The idea? That soaking in a warm bath with baking soda draws out impurities and helps your skin feel refreshed. Now, while science hasn't fully confirmed detox through the skin, users report real comfort and relief. But things get even more interesting when it comes to what baking soda might do inside your body. Some health advocates believe that drinking a small amount, just half a teaspoon mixed with water, can help balance the body's pH and support detox from the inside out. Sounds too simple? Well, it's not just folk wisdom. A study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that sodium bicarbonate, that's baking soda, helped slow the progression of chronic kidney disease by reducing acid levels in the blood. That's a huge deal. It suggests that, when used under medical guidance, baking soda might actually help the body flush out toxins more effectively. But here's the thing. While baking soda has amazing potential, it's not a magic potion. Your body already works hard to maintain the right pH balance, and overdoing it with baking soda can backfire, so don't go overboard. Moderation is key. Still, when used wisely, baking soda can be a gentle, affordable way to support your body's natural detox systems and help you feel more refreshed, inside and out. And that's just the beginning. Coming up next, we're diving into how baking soda can actually improve your smile and help whiten your teeth, naturally. Have you ever brushed your teeth with just a pinch of baking soda and noticed how incredibly smooth and clean they felt afterward? It's not your imagination. There's real science behind that sensation. Baking soda acts as a gentle, yet effective, abrasive, polishing away those stubborn surface stains from coffee, tea, or that late-night glass of red wine. Unlike harsh whitening treatments that can damage enamel, baking soda works quietly in the background, lifting stains while treating your teeth with care. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This little white powder does more than just brighten your smile. It actually helps protect your mouth from within. You see, baking soda is alkaline, which means it fights back against acid, and acids are the real troublemakers when it comes to oral health. They create the perfect breeding ground for harmful bacteria, leading to cavities, gum disease, and yes, that dreaded bad breath. By helping to neutralize those acids, baking soda restores a healthier pH balance in your mouth. And that's a game changer for your gums, your breath, and your overall oral health. And no, this isn't just old school advice passed down from grandma. Scientific studies back it up. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Dentistry found that toothpastes with baking soda were significantly better at removing plaque and whitening teeth compared to those without it. Another study showed baking soda helped reduce the number of harmful bacteria in the mouth, giving your gums extra support and your breath a serious boost. But here's your friendly reminder: don't go overboard. Baking soda is still a mild abrasive, and using it too often, or brushing too hard, can wear down your enamel over time. Dentists recommend using it no more than a few times a week, and always with a soft bristled brush. Done right, though, it can be one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective ways to get a cleaner, brighter, healthier smile, all without stepping foot in the dentist's office. But we're just getting warmed up. Now imagine this. You've just finished a spicy dinner, maybe something fried, something rich, and suddenly, that familiar burning starts creeping up your chest. Heartburn. It's uncomfortable, distracting, and for many, it's all too common. But what if relief was already waiting for you in your kitchen cabinet? That's right. Baking soda can help ease heartburn fast. Heartburn happens when stomach acid escapes up into the esophagus, often after eating certain foods or due to conditions like acid reflux. Pregnancy, weight gain, and even some health disorders can make it worse. While there are plenty of over-the-counter antacids, one of the most reliable, time-tested remedies has always been baking soda in water. Just mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water, sip it slowly, and within minutes, that burning sensation can begin to fade. Why does it work? Simple chemistry. Baking soda is alkaline, and when it meets the acid in your stomach, it neutralizes it almost instantly. That's why many doctors recognize sodium bicarbonate as a fast-acting antacid. In fact, a review in the journal Gastroenterology and Hepatology confirms baking soda's effectiveness in providing rapid relief from occasional heartburn. It's a solution that's quick, affordable, and already in most people's kitchens. No pharmacy trip, no pricey medication, just water, baking soda, and a little patience. It's no wonder this remedy has stood the test of time. For those moments when heartburn strikes out of nowhere, this humble powder can offer real, soothing relief, helping you get back to feeling like yourself again. And now, as we move forward, what if I told you that baking soda may also help fight off fungal infections? Yes, really. Let's talk about how it can battle itchiness, rashes, and more in ways you've probably never considered. Forget those expensive sprays filled with chemicals you can't even pronounce. When it comes to fighting fungal infections, one of the most powerful and gentle remedies might already be hiding in your kitchen: baking soda. That's right. This ordinary powder does more than just freshen up your fridge or whiten your teeth. It can actually create an environment that makes it nearly impossible for fungus to survive. How? It all comes down to the science. Fungi thrive in acidic, moist conditions. But when baking soda is applied to the skin, it raises the pH, creating an alkaline environment. This weakens the cell walls of the fungus, breaking down its ability to grow and multiply. In other words, you're attacking the fungus at its root, without the need for synthetic ingredients or harsh medications. And this isn't just some old home remedy passed down from grandma's notebook. A study published in the scientific journal Mycopathologia found that a solution with just 10 grams of baking soda per liter was able to inhibit the growth of 80% of the fungal strains tested. That's a seriously impressive result for something that costs less than a cup of coffee. Using it is easy. Just mix a little baking soda with water to make a paste and apply it directly to the affected area. Or if you're battling something like athlete's foot, try adding it to a warm foot bath. Many people report that within just a few treatments, itching and discomfort start to fade, and what's left is relief and confidence. Because baking soda is non-toxic, affordable, and widely available, it's a fantastic option for anyone trying to avoid harsh chemicals or drugstore solutions that may cause side effects. If you've been struggling with a persistent fungal infection, this natural remedy could be your new best friend. But we're not stopping there. Let's talk about another uncomfortable issue that many deal with, especially women: urinary tract infections, or UTIs. They're painful, frustrating, and often feel like they strike out of nowhere. The burning, the pressure, the constant urge to go, UTIs can turn your day upside down. While antibiotics are usually the go-to solution, more and more people are turning to natural remedies to support their recovery, and baking soda is one of them. Here's how it works. UTIs are typically caused by bacteria that thrive in acidic urine. Baking soda, when dissolved in water and consumed in very small, safe amounts, may help neutralize that acidity, making it harder for bacteria to survive. At the same time, less acidic urine may help reduce that awful burning sensation during urination. There's even research backing this up. A study in the Japanese Journal of Urology observed 33 women with recurring UTIs. After just 4 weeks of using sodium bicarbonate as part of their treatment plan, many of them reported significant improvement, less pain, less discomfort, and fewer symptoms overall. Now let's be clear. Baking soda is not a cure, and it should never replace professional medical care, especially for severe infections. But when used wisely, it might be a gentle, affordable way to support urinary health and bring some much-needed relief during recovery. And if that wasn't enough, baking soda has another surprising talent. And this one's for anyone who's ever winced from the sting of a canker sore. Canker sores, those tiny but painful ulcers inside the mouth, can make everyday things like eating, drinking, and even speaking incredibly uncomfortable. They often show up out of nowhere, triggered by stress, small injuries, or certain foods. But baking soda can come to the rescue once again. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how this powder works its magic to help treat canker sores fast. Ever had a canker sore that made eating or even talking feel like a challenge? Those tiny mouth ulcers may seem harmless, but their sting is no joke. And while drugstore gels and rinses offer some relief, they often come with side effects or a bitter burn. But guess what? You might already have a gentle, effective remedy in your kitchen: baking soda. Baking soda's power lies in its ability to neutralize acids in the mouth, creating a more balanced pH environment. Why does this matter? Because canker sores thrive in acidic conditions. That acidity not only slows down healing, but also makes the pain worse. By simply rinsing your mouth with half a teaspoon of baking soda, In a glass of warm water, you can reduce inflammation, ease pain, and support faster healing, naturally. And this isn't just a folk remedy. A study in the Journal of the American Dental Association confirmed that sodium bicarbonate mouth rinses significantly reduced pain and improved healing times in patients suffering from recurring mouth ulcers, known as recurrent aphthous stomatitis. Researchers pointed to baking soda's mild antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties as key reasons for its effectiveness. It keeps the area clean, reduces bacterial growth, and most importantly, it's gentle. Unlike harsh chemical treatments, baking soda won't irritate the sore further. So, next time you feel that familiar tingle, signaling a canker sore is coming on, try a simple baking soda rinse. It's safe, soothing, and backed by science. But hold on, we're not done. Because baking soda doesn't just help with healing, it may also help you go harder and longer in your workouts. Yes, it might sound crazy, but this humble powder could be your secret weapon in the gym. Here's the deal. When you push your body through intense exercise, your muscles build up lactic acid. That's what causes the burning sensation and that sudden, frustrating muscle fatigue that forces you to stop, even if your mind wants to keep going. This is where baking soda comes in. When consumed in small amounts before exercise, baking soda acts as a natural buffer, helping to neutralize that excess acid in your muscles. The result? You can perform longer, recover faster, and possibly even break through your performance plateaus. And no, this isn't some fitness myth. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research looked at multiple studies and found that sodium bicarbonate significantly improved performance in short, high-intensity activities like sprinting, swimming, and cycling. Athletes who used baking soda before their workouts were able to delay muscle fatigue and keep going at peak intensity for longer periods. Usually, this is done by mixing about 1 teaspoon of baking soda in water, taken around 60 to 90 minutes before exercising. But a word of caution, start small. Taking too much at once can cause bloating or nausea. Your body needs time to adjust. If you're looking for a natural, science-backed edge to boost your endurance or power through a tough session, this might be something worth exploring. But always check with a healthcare provider before adding it to your routine, especially if you have any underlying conditions. And believe it or not, the benefits don't stop at the gym. What if I told you that baking soda might even help support your kidneys? Especially for people living with chronic kidney disease. Stick around, because what you're about to hear next could be a game changer for millions. Here's your rewritten Section 5, enhanced with clarity, emotion, suspense, and compelling storytelling, while staying true to the facts and your original message. It flows naturally, avoids robotic phrasing, and keeps the YouTube audience engaged. Imagine being told your kidneys are slowly failing, and there's nothing you can do but wait. It's a terrifying reality for millions of people living with chronic kidney disease, CKD. But what if something as simple as baking soda, yes, the same white powder sitting in your kitchen, could actually help slow that decline? It might sound unbelievable, but science backs it up. When your body's acid levels rise, something common in advanced kidney disease, your kidneys have to work overtime to bring things back into balance. But baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, can help neutralize the acid in your blood, reducing that burden on your kidneys. In a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, patients with advanced CKD and metabolic acidosis were given daily doses of sodium bicarbonate. The results? Those who took baking soda had a much slower decline in kidney function compared to those who didn't. Even more promising, they were less likely to progress to end-stage kidney failure that would require dialysis. Blood tests even showed improvements in bicarbonate levels, which is a key sign that the body's acid-base balance was stabilizing. Of course, this isn't a magic fix. Baking soda is powerful, but it must be used with caution and medical supervision. Taking too much can lead to high blood pressure, fluid retention, or other complications, especially for people with heart issues. So, if you or someone you love is battling CKD, don't just grab the box from your pantry. Talk to your doctor first. But under the right guidance, this simple household item could play a powerful role in preserving kidney health and improving quality of life. And the surprises don't stop there. What if I told you baking soda might also help relieve arthritis pain? Yes, arthritis, the relentless joint pain that steals your comfort and freedom, may be eased by something as basic as this kitchen staple. Researchers have discovered something fascinating. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Immunology found that drinking a daily solution of baking soda and water could actually shift the body's immune response. In both animals and humans, the study revealed that sodium bicarbonate triggered the body's anti-inflammatory reflex, calming down the overactive immune activity that fuels autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. The results were striking. Participants had lower levels of inflammatory markers, and their immune systems began producing more of the peacekeeper cells and fewer of the ones that trigger flare-ups. In simple terms, less swelling, less stiffness, less pain. Imagine starting your day with a glass of water mixed with a small amount of baking soda, and over time, feeling the grip of arthritis begin to loosen. While more research is needed to confirm long-term benefits, this opens up hopeful possibilities for millions dealing with daily discomfort. And if you think arthritis relief is impressive, wait until you hear about gout, a condition often described as one of the most painful experiences a person can endure. A sudden attack can make even the touch of a bedsheet unbearable. But baking soda may offer relief there too. Coming up next, how this simple powder can help you manage gout symptoms by doing something incredibly smart inside your body. Don't go anywhere. The next part might be exactly what you've been waiting for. Have you ever felt the sharp, stabbing pain of a gout attack? It comes without warning, often at night, turning your big toe or other joints into a throbbing, swollen source of agony. Gout isn't just uncomfortable, it can be debilitating. And yet, a simple household item, baking soda, may hold surprising relief. Gout is caused by a buildup of uric acid in the blood. When uric acid levels rise too high, sharp crystals form in your joints, causing intense pain, redness, and inflammation. But here's the interesting part. Baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, may help reduce those uric acid levels. Thanks to its natural alkaline nature, baking soda helps neutralize the excess acid in your body. This makes it harder for crystals to form and easier for your kidneys to flush uric acid out through urine. A study published in Arthritis and Rheumatism even suggested that alkalinizing agents like baking soda can dissolve existing uric acid crystals, offering real relief during flare-ups. Many people find that mixing half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and drinking it during a gout attack helps reduce both pain and inflammation in the affected joints. Movement becomes easier, the swelling goes down, and that awful throbbing begins to ease. But just like with everything else, balance is key. Too much baking soda can cause problems, especially if you have heart or kidney concerns. That's why it's critical to talk to your healthcare provider before trying this approach regularly. Still, it's a powerful reminder that sometimes Relief doesn't come from a pharmacy. It comes from your own pantry. And just when you think baking soda's magic stops there, wait until you hear what it can do during a cold or flu. We've all been there. Sore throat, stuffy nose, body aches, and that never-ending congestion. But here's something most people overlook. Baking soda can help soothe those symptoms in more ways than one. Because it's naturally alkaline, baking soda breaks down thick mucus, helping clear your nasal passages so you can breathe easier. It's especially effective when combined with a saline rinse or used as a warm gargle. Just half a teaspoon in a glass of warm water creates a soothing solution that can calm an irritated throat. But it doesn't stop at comfort. A study in the Journal of the American Dental Association found that gargling with a baking soda solution reduces microbial presence in the throat and mouth, meaning fewer bacteria, fewer viruses, and faster recovery. It also helps create a less acidic environment in your respiratory tract, making it harder for viruses to spread. And if you add a bit of it to a saline nasal spray, you can improve congestion relief and feel better sooner. So next time you're battling the sniffles or nursing a sore throat, don't just reach for over-the-counter meds. Reach for something you already own. Baking soda. It's gentle, affordable, and, best of all, it works. But what if I told you this same kitchen staple is now being studied in the fight against something much bigger, cancer? Yes, seriously. The next discovery might just blow your mind. Stay with me, because what comes next could change how we think about cancer treatment forever. Can something as ordinary as baking soda really help in the fight against cancer? It sounds unbelievable, but research is beginning to uncover something truly fascinating. Scientists have found that baking soda may play a role in creating an environment that makes it harder for cancer to grow and easier for treatments to work. Let's go back to a remarkable study published in 2009 in the journal Cancer Research. In this study, researchers worked with mice that had metastatic breast cancer when they injected baking soda or sodium bicarbonate into these mice. Something incredible happened. The acidity of the tumors decreased. Tumors tend to thrive in highly acidic environments. But by shifting the pH toward a more neutral state, baking soda slowed the spread of the cancer and, here's the most exciting part, it made the cancer cells more sensitive to chemotherapy. Imagine that, a simple household ingredient helping supercharge modern medicine. Now, researchers are actively exploring whether substances like baking soda could be used alongside traditional cancer treatments to improve patient outcomes. The theory is that neutralizing the acidic safe zone around tumors could make chemo and radiation more effective. But before we get carried away, here's the reality check. This research is still in the early stages. Most of these promising results come from animal studies. We need more human trials to truly understand how baking soda might be used in cancer care. For now, it's not a cure, and it definitely shouldn't replace any medical treatments. If you or someone you love is dealing with cancer, always consult your healthcare team before trying any new remedies or supplements. That said, the fact that baking soda is even being studied in this way shows just how much potential this simple compound may hold. But its magic doesn't end in the lab. In fact, baking soda could also be the cleanest, safest deodorant you've ever used, and you probably already have it in your kitchen. Let's face it, most commercial deodorants are loaded with chemicals, artificial fragrances, and aluminum compounds. They might mask odor, but at what cost to your skin and overall health? Baking soda, on the other hand, offers a natural, science-backed way to stay fresh without the toxic ingredients. How does it work? Well, Body odor happens when sweat mixes with the bacteria on your skin. Baking soda doesn't just cover up the smell, it neutralizes the acids in your sweat and absorbs excess moisture, creating an environment where odor-causing bacteria can't survive. A study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology confirmed this. Researchers found that baking soda significantly reduced underarm odor when applied directly to the skin. Its natural alkalinity helped fight off the bacteria and acids responsible for unpleasant smells. And here's the best part. It's free of parabens, aluminum, and synthetic perfumes, making it ideal for people with sensitive skin, or those who simply want a healthier, more eco-friendly option. To use it, just dab a small amount under your arms, either plain or mixed with coconut oil for added smoothness. You'll be amazed how well it works, even during intense workouts or hot summer days. But as with any skin product, be sure to test it first. Some people with very sensitive skin might experience irritation, so start slow. Still, for most, it's a simple, safe, and natural solution that keeps you feeling fresh all day long. Now, before you run to your kitchen and start sprinkling baking soda into every part of your routine, there's something you really need to know. Baking soda isn't for everyone, and using it the wrong way could do more harm than good. Coming up next, the important warnings and precautions you must hear before adding baking soda to your health routine. Especially if you have certain health conditions, this part could protect you from serious risks. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Now, as powerful and helpful as baking soda can be, it's not safe for everyone, and using it the wrong way could lead to problems you definitely want to avoid. For starters, if you have kidney problems, you need to be very careful. People with reduced kidney function often struggle to get rid of extra sodium in their bodies. And since baking soda is high in sodium, it can lead to fluid retention, swelling, and even more strain on the kidneys. This could make things worse instead of better. Likewise, if you're dealing with high blood pressure, baking soda may not be your friend. The sodium it contains can raise your blood pressure even more, which is dangerous if you're already trying to manage hypertension. People with stomach issues, like ulcers, acid reflux, or gastritis, should also avoid using baking soda without talking to a doctor. Why? Because it can change your stomach's natural acidity, which might actually make those conditions worse instead of helping. And what about pregnant or breastfeeding women? Too much baking soda can mess with your body's electrolyte balance, which isn't safe for you or your baby. So again, medical guidance is a must. There are other concerns too. Some people are sensitive to baking soda and may experience skin irritation or digestive upset, especially when applying it topically or drinking it too often. If that's you, always test a small amount first and see how your body reacts. And here's something most people don't think about. Inhaling baking soda powder accidentally or while cleaning can irritate your lungs. For those with asthma or other breathing problems, this can trigger symptoms or make breathing even harder. So, the message is clear. Don't treat baking soda like a miracle cure. It's an incredible natural remedy when used the right way. But too much of a good thing can backfire, especially if you have underlying health issues. That's why it's so important to check with your doctor before making baking soda a regular part of your wellness routine. But now that you've seen both the power and the precautions, one thing's for sure. Baking soda is no ordinary kitchen item. It's a surprisingly versatile and often overlooked remedy that's been quietly helping people for generations. From soothing sore throats and whitening teeth to managing gout, easing arthritis pain, and even supporting detox and exercise recovery. Baking soda's uses are as fascinating as they are effective. And while science continues to study this humble white powder, tradition already knows its worth. So, have you ever used baking soda for any health remedies? Maybe you have a trick or tip that's worked wonders for you. We'd love to hear about it. Drop your experiences and questions down in the comments. We always enjoy reading what you share. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends or family who might benefit too. It helps our channel grow, and it helps others discover simple ways to take better care of their health. Thanks for watching and being part of our community. To keep learning, check out these 2 hand-picked videos we've chosen just for you. Click one now, and we'll see you there.